Alright, step one, you want to remove this cowl right here. Now to remove this cowl is very easy. First thing you want to do is you want to pop, there's two plastic caps that go on your windshield wipers. You pop those caps off, just pry them off. And there's going to be a nut right there. It's these right here. It's these nuts right here. I put everything in the bag so I don't lose it. I believe they're 15s. Yeah, they're 15s. They're 15 millimeter socket. You take these off. Right? Then windshield wiper comes on. Do it for both wipers. And then there's a bunch of clips. Down the clips, there's one in the corner. There may be one right here. It just depends on how you did it last time. There's one right there. There's one right there. And then the other side is the same. Pop all those clips off. Get some pry tool or crowbar. Then you want to come to the side of the car. That's how you get the cowl off. This part right here pops off. There you go. You want to do that on the other side. And we'll just do it in real time. Take this part off. And be careful because these sides, you know, they're brittle. Push it in a little bit to get it out. It's just hard to do it with one hand. But I want to show people it's real. And I'm going to do the other side. Make sure that it comes off right. You want to make sure this comes off right. Like I said, this is difficult to do with one hand. Alright, mine's not coming off. Okay, mine's got stuck underneath the frame. You see that? It's stuck underneath the frame, so I'm actually going to pull it off from this side. Just want to make sure it passes that. Just a little, give it a nudge. And the cowl is off. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm actually out here because I'm about to wash my cowl. Since it's already out, I might as well wipe it down and wipe some stuff down in the engine bay anyways. Alright, next step. Here are these 15s. You want to remove this bar right here. Yes, these are 15s. You want to take 15s, you want to take this one off. You want to take that one off. You want to come along the other side. I actually need to tighten this. I actually need to tighten mine, but you want to take yours off. Take this crossbar off. Take your crossbar off. Then you'll be able to get down into the engine, or the back of the engine. And down here, there's a metal piece. There's a silver piece. It's round. That piece right there. There are two 10 millimeter screws on the top we're going to take off. And on the back side of those screws, you're going to need one of these. You're going to need a 10 millimeter wrench. You want to hold the back side. You're going to hold the back side. And as you're holding the back side, because there's a nut on the back of it, just use your finger, you'll find it. Then you want to take the 10 millimeter and you want to take it off the top. So you want to secure the bottom. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's a nut like this, but it's 10 millimeter on the back end. You want to just use your wrench, hold it, then take the top off with a socket as usual. It's not going to come all the way off, like the piece. You're not going to be able to get it out the car. You just want to move it and like move it over here some. And any vacuum lines you want to move out the way, those are optional. Only thing I really had to move out the way was the brake booster, which is, let me show you where the brake booster is at, which is this piece right here. That's the only thing I had to move out the way. I had to pop that off. Everything else I kind of kept where it was at. But you move that silver piece, and there's a bracket that it sits on. For the bracket, you need your 15 millimeter, and there's two bolts on the bracket. It sits on the bracket. Let me get down in here. I'm not gonna get all the way down in there, but okay, that's right. There's a zoom feature in here. if you can see, or I'll try to like draw a picture. You want to take, going back out. You want to take the bracket off. So on the back side of the bracket's kind of like this, a C, like this. What you want to do, you want to run your hand along the back, and then you're going to find a groove. There's a groove on the frame of the car. Run your hand up that groove. It'll take you right to the 15 millimeter. You take those off, and you pull the piece off. And you just want to push it to the side. Just give yourself some room. Now, you can use your oil pressure sending socket. However, you're not going to have enough room to actually like see what you're doing really, so you're going to kind of have to feel around, but it should be the second clip. There's one on the top, one in the bottom. When you get your hand all the way down there, take the clip off on the bottom. That's the oil pressure sensor. Then put your socket down there, and then you just use whatever socket. I bought a 5/8 because I have this 5/8 that can go in different directions. So take your 5/8 and you just take it off and replace it, and then you do everything in reverse order, and you're done. Now there's other people who did videos on this on YouTube, but I just wanted to make sure it was easy for people to understand. I am going to try to draw some diagrams so people just kind of get a better picture. Now somehow this is what happened to my oil pressure sensor. I'm sure I didn't do this, because there's no way you can do this type of damage because it sits inside the socket. I don't know how these pins got bent. I don't know any of this. Like I said, you can't see what you're doing, so maybe I did do it. I did not see the other piece, or maybe, just maybe, the mechanic who was trying to charge me $2,000, maybe he did it. Maybe he did it. We're not gonna go there though. But yeah, I'm about to wash this cowl down since I already got it out. Vigor has some grease spots. I might as well just wipe it down real quick before I put it back in the car and put the windshield wipers back on. And I want to make this video kind of help somebody out there. I'm like the least mechanically inclined person, so if I can do it, you guys can do it. All right, just take your time, get the right tools for the job, and follow the directions. All right, peace.